Do you feel like there's something holding you back? Well, today I'm going to talk about changing your story to change your life because your story may well be holding you back. So I'm going to talk about how to work through this today. And if you stay until the end, I have an extra point that is going to be a real good practical tip that's going to help you work through mentally to help you day to day build more courage and confidence by changing your story as well. Many times I've been caught in my negative stories in my life of like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I'm not good enough. I can be conscious to it, and sometimes I've been unconscious to it. But when I brought the unconscious to the surface and become aware of what I was feeling, that's made a massive difference. And when I've been scared and held myself back, that was when I had a certain story about myself. So, for example, I was like, when I first was putting videos, wanting to put videos out, I was like, I can't make a video and put it on the internet. What will people think of me? I'm not good enough to do that. Who do I think I am? Or when I started playing football, I can't play football. I'm not good enough. Oh, everyone's better than me, right? These stories are not empowering me, and I felt rubbish until I pushed through those stories. Other things are like, life happens to me or life happens for me. Those are two different stories. And then what I've also learned is there's the letting go of control. Like, I have to control everything. If I don't control things, that's going to impact me. That's a story. These are all beliefs as well. And these can really limit me, I found in my life. And think about things that have limited you in terms of story. You had a certain narrative that you weren't good enough or something was really hard. And our stories, our beliefs can be about ourselves, it can be about other people in the world. And if they're negative about any of those, it's always going to have a resistance. You're always going to hold yourself back. So let's go through some practical points now on changing your story to therefore create a more empowering and impactful life. The first one is ask yourself this: what do you want? What do you want? Not what do you not want? What do you, not trying to run away from the pain or the mistakes that you might make. What do you actually want? And being very honest with yourself, getting very clear. And then based towards that, like picking one main thing to start off with. Like, you want to make a certain amount of money, you want to find love or a relationship, you want to get to a certain weight, you want a certain career, you want to write a book, whatever it is, right? You pick that one thing and then analyze your beliefs around that thing that you want at the moment, like all your stories to get there. Like, if you want a load of money, what are your beliefs about money? Is it that like money's really hard to make, or is it like you don't deserve money, or is it like money is easy to make? That's an empowering one. Or money comes to people who give value. Chances are, if you're stuck and you can't move towards it, you've not got empowering beliefs, you've probably got negative ones. So ask yourself honestly, what are the things that are holding you back? The third one, well, analyzing them and just bringing them to the surface first of all. And then the third one is, what is not helping you? Like, what are these beliefs are not helping you? And then asking yourself why they are false. Why are they false? Okay, so it's like, money's hard to get. So for example, going back to the money one, because it's a very common one, money limiting, and I've been through this many times. So money is really, really hard to get, right? Now that's just going to make you exhaust yourself and work really, really hard and go through the same cycles again. And is that really true? Can you see people out there making it a lot easier and it flows to them? Of course, right? Maybe there's a time you suddenly got a pay rise out of like nowhere. I've had that, like suddenly like money came to me. So I use that as evidence. Like I remember one time when I was it's usually when you're not worried about money, I just like was a member of a club. I own part of a club, and all I literally did was sign up for a membership for like £5 or something. And then apparently I owned stock in it, and this club was sold, and then I got like £1,000 check in the post. I was like, what? All right. And so it's like, that's an example of money flowing effortlessly to me. And I remind myself of that all the time, where it's like I talk to someone, and then like I've done many times where I've had really difficult conversations with people and all like exhausting. That's just like, oh, I just got like, when I was like in business or sales, and it's just like really exhausting, and you'd like really exert your energy out in sales or whatever. And you really want to serve the person, but everyone you're speaking to is completely broke, or They're not like quite a right fit or whatever it is. And then I'm like, I could use that to say why money's really hard. But then I could also see the opportunities when someone's come to me and said, and I've said, okay, that's how much it is. And then they've paid it and they'd be like, you should be asking for an awful lot more. And I'm like, wow, that came easy, and money could come quite easily when I'm adding this kind of value, right? So those are examples of money where it's been a lot easier, right? And you can do that in relationships and health. Like, why are your negative beliefs false? And then what do you need to believe? Like, what do you need to believe in order to move forward? What are the beliefs you need to have? What are the stories you need to have? And then write those down, and then write, why are they true? Like, okay, you need to, if you wanted more money, I'm just sticking to money because it's a very easy example. Money is effortless. Like, right, why money is effortless? It's kind of some of the things I was touching on. Or there is an abundance of money. Well, there's so much money printed in the world, and there's so many opportunities, and there's so much money out there. There's like $1 trillion industries. Like, that could be like supporting those beliefs. And when you can start rewiring those, that's really going to help you. And it may take a little bit of digging in, but you can do it. Okay, now my final bonus point in terms of changing your story for the better, for helping yourself, is mentally rehearse daily. And what I mean by that is sitting with yourself, and in the morning, or I do this 3 times a day, is sitting with yourself and being like, saying something out loud, looking at these beliefs and really embedding them, saying them again and again and again, and breathing them into you. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here, and remember to lead with your heart and not with fear.